We're gonna go ahead and get right in here. Do we have a name? Yes, no. The answer is yes, we do. This one's called the Cobber. We got 14C, 28N, satin plus stone wash finish. That's an interesting little combination there. Usually it's one or the other. So it might be a stone wash with a little bit of reflectivity or what have you. We got some paperwork and we've got the knife here. Very straightforward. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh man, this is looking sweet here right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen. We have black G10 with exposed liners, wire clip that's deep carry, and reversible on the other side for my lefties out there. It is going to be a crossbar lock, so very ambidextrous knife by default. Obviously, it makes sense to make it lefty friendly. We have thumb studs and we have an opening hole here for deployment. No back flipper, no front flipper. So let's just go ahead and send it here, see what we're working with. If you're ready, I'm ready. I'm going to go opening hole for the win. Okay, let's I put a little bit of pressure here with my index finger on the crossbar lock. Let's just go ahead and do thumb stud, Miguel. Yeah, might be. Yeah, we go. All right, that's where it's at. Spidey flick off of the middle finger, that's where it's at with the actual thumb stud. If you kind of dig in for the opening hole, then you put pressure on the lock bar. That builds resistance, so don't do that. Thumb deployment is nice, good. And of course, we can deploy with the crossbar itself. Nice and smooth, of course, on ball bearings, as you would expect. And we have a nice looking blade here. I see what they were talking about earlier about a satin and stone wash combo, right? We can see a satin finish on the flat grind, and then the other portion is going to be a stone wash finish. It's a nice little way there to do a two-tone without using like a black color on a blade or something, right? Check it out. That's looking very, very nice. Beautiful drop point blade there. Looking the biz. Happy as Larry design. I think I've checked out maybe another design or two from him in the past. I like that his designs are very, interesting, always very creative and whatnot. As far as the ergos go, I'm able to get a full purchase, full 4-finger grip here. And then we can forward choke on this flat area here. Not necessarily a finger choil, but yeah, you can forward choke a tad bit if you want to. I like that a lot of companies now are giving you a larger jimping zones. It looks like they're listening to community feedback. So if you want to put your thumb here, there, anywhere, right, you should be good to go. That's just a way to do it, right? This is what EDC guys and knife enthusiasts really prefer for everyday use. We do have a good amount of milling inside for weight reduction, as you can see. And we have a sandwich construction with one standoff back there. No lanyard hole. Maybe you can use that one standoff as your lanyard solution, but the edge is going to be pretty close to it. So maybe you can figure that one out, or do a lanyard off of the wire pocket clip. That's another possibility. But yeah, for what it is, right, feeling pretty good, pretty sweet on the action here. It's actually a looker. I mean, come on, let me just set it down here because, Miguel, you moved the knife around too much, man. Set it down so we can get a closer look at it. I got you, fam. There you go. Take a closer look. It actually looks very, very elegant, very classy. It's actually a little bit on the lengthier side. If I can find my tape measurement, that'll be great. Here we go. Overall length over 7.5, close to 7.75, but not quite 7.7, I would say. Under 3.5 inches on the blade, like 3.4 or so, and around the same on the cutting path. And the handle is going to be a whopping just over 4.25, like 4.3-ish inches. So far, I'm making a great first impression here. The Cobber from Bestech Knives. It's funny because they always keep me guessing which one is their budget brand and which one is their premium brand. They are launching premium models on the Bestech Men branch, and they're also launching budget models on their Bestech brand. So, they're sister brands, but, it looks like we have a good variety of both premium and budget knives on both brands pretty much. So let me know your thoughts on this one.